I stepped outside beneath the darkened night sky. Stars scattered like sparks from something older than I can name. Lightning bugs danced around me, pulsing like living prayers. The half moon glowed brighter than seemed possible, suspended, watching. I stood there in the darkness, closed my eyes, hand on my heart, and breathed. Not to fix anything, not even to center myself, but to listen, to remember, to return to a kind of inner temple I forget is always there. And in that deep, wordless stillness, I fell into love. Not for anyone, not for anything, just love, vast, golden, deep. Love that has no edges, love that just is. And then, suddenly an owl called out, close, loud, clear, as if it had been waiting for me to arrive in my own skin before speaking, as if the sound came not from a tree, but from the space between things, from the mystery itself. I was startled. Then I smiled. Something had seen me, and it answered, not with language, but with presence. The next morning, at breakfast, I peeled a hard-boiled egg, just a quiet gesture of daily ritual and rhythm, and found a double yolk inside. 2 golden hearts inside one shell, not created through force, but through time, warmth, and hidden unfolding. A sign, unmistakably, of mystery, of more than enough, of holy abundance hiding in plain sight. And then, later, the appearance of a piebald deer. She stepped into view like a dream, brown and white like she had been stitched from opposites, a modern-day unicorn, a creature of paradox, a quiet messenger of both, and light and shadow coexisting in one body, perfectly at ease. She didn't run. She stood and looked. And I felt seen again. Not by the deer exactly, but by the space behind her, through her, by something watching with her. And tonight, as I returned to my front porch, to the chair where I've been sitting and listening, there it was, a single owl feather laid gently on the step in front of me, not carried by the wind, but placed as though left there on purpose. By what, I don't know, but I felt the recognition before I even bent down to touch it. The feather held the sound of that first owl call, held the hush of the night, held the invitation I've been sensing but didn't know how to name. It felt like a thin place, a doorway between worlds, fluttering open just enough for me to glimpse what's always been there. And as I sit here now reflecting, I realize this isn't about signs to decode or meaning to assign. This is mystery itself speaking in its native tongue. The owl, ancient wisdom and deep sight. The yolk, hidden fullness waiting to be revealed. The deer, beauty and contrast, the living embodiment of paradox. The feather, evidence of presence, unseen but not unfelt. All of it is happening as something inside me is being remade. I'm learning to touch into God not conceptually but experientially, not through belief but through direct knowing, through breath, through beauty, through presence. And strangely, there are moments where God has never felt farther away, as if the divine has gone silent, just out of reach. And yet, in the very next breath, God feels so close I could dissolve into her. This is the paradox I'm learning to live inside. The ache and the awe, the silence and the song, the closeness and the longing. The mystery doesn't resolve the tension. It is the tension held sacred. To live in this space is to stop reaching and start receiving. To trust what arrives without proof. To listen with the whole body, not just the ears. To see not only with the eyes, but with the heart. I am being spoken to, not in human language, but in the oldest tongue there is. Symbol, stillness, beauty, breath. And I am learning, at last, how to listen